Let me ask you something uncomfortable. Have you ever been called lazy? Have you ever believed it? Has that label ever wrapped around your brain like a vine and started squeezing until your confidence died? Here's the hard truth. You were never lazy. You were lied to. You've been gaslighted by the system, by the school that told you to sit still for 8 hours and shamed you for daydreaming, by the boss who labeled your exhaustion as lack of ambition, by the society that glorifies hustle but never teaches focus, by the culture that told you you're just not trying hard enough, when the truth is, you were never taught how to win. Let me be clear. Laziness is often just a mask for confusion, burnout, mental fatigue, and something far more dangerous: distraction sold as normal life. Because right now, your attention is being auctioned. Every second of your day is a battlefield. Your phone, your social feed, your TV, the ads on the streets, they are all designed to rip your attention to shreds and leave you mentally bleeding, unable to focus for more than 6 seconds. And when you don't produce, when you can't concentrate, they call you lazy, but that's a lie. Let me ask you this. Were you lazy when you were a kid and could play for hours, build Legos for days, draw wild pictures, dream wildly about being an astronaut? No. You had energy, you had vision. But somewhere along the way, you were programmed to believe that unless you do things their way, on their schedule, in their structure, you're somehow broken. And that's the lie I'm here to destroy. Because there's a reason you're stuck. There's a reason you're frustrated. There's a reason you're scrolling instead of building. And it's not because you're lazy. It's because your brain has been hijacked by the noise of a world built to distract and deceive. You don't need more hustle. You need clarity. You don't need more motivation. You need truth. The truth is, your laziness is not real. What's real is your potential. What's real is your dream. What's real is your hunger that's been buried under lies, labels, and endless distractions. And you have to kill the lie before you can birth the legend. So today, I want you to do something radical. Say this out loud. I am not lazy. I was lied to. Again, louder. I am not lazy. I was lied to. This is your turning point. Because once you realize you're not broken, just misled, then the path opens up. You can start to take your energy back. You can take your time back. You can take your mind back. But it begins with understanding that lazy is not a flaw in your DNA. It's a symptom of being poisoned by a system that fears your power. That's the lie they fed you. But I'm not here to feed you lies. I'm here to show you how to break them. In the next section, we're going to expose the invisible enemies keeping you stuck. And once you see them, you can destroy them. Get ready. You're not weak. You're not unmotivated. You're under attack. Every single day you are being hunted, not by a lion, not by a tiger, but by invisible forces designed to keep you average. Distractions aren't random. They are engineered. Let me show you how. You wake up, and what's the first thing you do? You reach for your phone, a little scroll, a little dopamine hit, a little comparison trap. And in just 60 seconds, your brain has been hijacked. It's no accident. Your phone is not a tool, it's a weapon, and you're the target. Notifications are designed to spike your dopamine. Your brain starts craving micro rewards, likes, replies, mentions, videos, the endless loop. You don't control your time anymore, your phone does. You don't guide your focus, the algorithm does. And this is where the dark psychology begins. See, people think control is about chains and cages. Is not. But today, you're becoming dangerous because you're waking up to the manipulation. Let's go deeper. Have you ever noticed how every app is designed to keep you chasing? Swipe up, pull to refresh, endless scroll. They don't want you satisfied. They want you addicted, because an addicted mind is an obedient mind. You're easier to sell to, easier to influence, easier to break, and easier to label. Lazy, procrastinator, unmotivated. They give you the disease, then shame you for being sick. But now you see it. Now you feel it. This is the same strategy used by casinos. Flashy lights, random rewards, loud noises. Why? Because your brain is wired to chase uncertainty. And that's what you're addicted to, not laziness, uncertain stimulation. So what happens? You sit down to build something powerful, and your brain rebels. Because it's been trained for shallow noise, not deep work. That's not your fault. But it is your responsibility. You must rewire your brain. You must detox from lies. Start here. Silence the noise. Delete what steals your time. Your phone isn't your god. Take back control. Reclaim your dopamine. Replace cheap hits with deep work. Journaling, training, building, creating. Win your morning. Don't scroll. Move, meditate, think, create. Protect your focus like your life depends on it. Because it does. Because here's what they never told you. The world is not run by the smartest people. It's run by the most focused. You don't need 10x talent. You need 10x clarity. And clarity comes when you kill distraction. The invisible enemies will whisper, "Take it easy. Just one more scroll. Start tomorrow." But you're done listening to lies. You're ready to rewrite the script. You're ready to become the kind of person who doesn't need permission, because you've given it to yourself. In the next section, we break the chains. You'll learn how to reset your identity, build habits that kill laziness, and flip the entire game. Let's burn the old version of you and build the unstoppable one. Are you ready? You've seen the lie. You've spotted the enemy. Now it's time to break the damn chains. The version of you that's been asleep, it's over. The version of you that hesitates, that doubts, that waits for permission, bury it. Because a new version of you is being born, forged in awareness and sculpted in fire. Let me tell you the raw truth. Success isn't about motivation. It's about identity. You don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the strength of your systems. So here's what the successful do differently. They don't try to win. They become the kind of person who wins. They don't force discipline. They build rituals that remove friction. They don't fight distractions all day. They structure their environment to make success automatic. And that's what you're going to do starting now. Let's rebuild your life from the ground up. Step 1. Burn the old version of you. Literally, visualize it. Close your eyes. See the version of you that scrolls all day, complains, doubts, delays. Now light it on fire. Breathe in the ashes. And say this: I am not that person anymore. This is how identity shifts happen. They don't come from reading quotes. They come from ritual death and intentional rebirth. Step 2. Create a non-negotiable morning. The first 60 minutes of your day will either elevate you or erase you. So here's the rule. No phone for the first hour. Instead, move your body, breathe deep, write your goals. Visualize your day with clarity and intensity. Pick the one thing that must be done, and do it with no distractions. This is how warriors prepare for battle. This is how kings begin their day. Step 3. Engineer your environment. Don't rely on willpower. Willpower is a battery. Structure is a machine. Delete the apps, block the sites, clean your space, remove the noise. Make your environment so powerful that success becomes inevitable. Remember this: the most dangerous person is the one who builds a life that supports their mission, not one that distracts from it. Step 4. Use friction psychology. Make bad habits harder to do. Make good habits effortless. Put your phone in another room. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Have your journal and pen on your pillow. Pre-plan your meals. Schedule your deep work like it's a business meeting. Stop playing defense. Start designing your life. Step 5. Eliminate maybe. maybe is death. You don't try to become powerful, you decide. And then you back that decision with action, every day, until the world has no choice but to respect the force you've become. This is how it begins. One decision, one moment of clarity, one commitment to no longer betray yourself. You break the chains not with one dramatic act, but with 1,000 small choices aligned with your higher self. You start to stack wins, you start to feel momentum, you start to remember what it feels like to respect yourself, and that feeling, that's your superpower. Because once you taste progress, real progress, you can't go back. You won't tolerate mediocrity, you'll start protecting your time like it's sacred. You'll stop chasing people and start attracting respect. You'll stop running from work and start hunting challenge. You'll stop saying one day and start saying right now. Because this is what breaking the chains looks like. You don't wait for the perfect moment. You create the perfect mindset. You don't look for motivation. You become a machine of discipline. You don't fix your mood. You fix your direction. And the moment you do that, life starts bending to your will. In the final section, we reveal the ultimate truth. The top 1% never believed the lies. They use dark psychology to escape the matrix and build empires. And now, so will you. Get ready for section 4, the path to power. Let's finish this. Let's flip the entire system. Let's make them fear the fire you're becoming. Ready? Say the word. I'll drop the final chapter. This is it. The moment where the lie dies. The moment where your real life begins. You've seen the manipulation. You've felt the chains. You've burned the old script. Now you're standing at the edge of power. And all that's left to do is take it. Let me tell you something most people will never hear. The top 1%. The self-made millionaires. The billionaires. The legends. They were never lazy. They just understood something you didn't, until now. They knew that the world is a system of leverage, and the greatest leverage on earth is your own mind. While the average person chased motivation, they chased control. While the average person blamed laziness, they rewired their environment. While others consumed entertainment, they consumed clarity and execution. And now, it's your turn. You are not lazy, you were lied to. So what now? What do you do with this new power? Let me break it down for you. 1. Build ruthless focus. You don't need 100 ideas. You need one idea, fully executed. You don't need 10 mentors. You need one direction, pursued with blind intensity. Because focus multiplies power. When you eliminate distractions, you become lethal. Laser beams cut through steel. So narrow your goals, sharpen your schedule, kill anything that doesn't serve the mission. This is how you go from overwhelmed to undeniable. 2. Rewire your identity. You want success? Stop chasing it like a stranger. Start owning it like your name. Say this every day. I am not becoming successful. I am successful, and the world is catching up. The game changes when you stop asking for permission to be powerful. Walk like it, think like it, speak like it, move like it. When your identity upgrades, your standards follow. And when your standards rise, so does your life. 3. Use dark psychology. On yourself, let's flip the script. Use the same tricks they use to trap you, to set yourself free. Anchoring. Tie habits to emotional triggers. Feel pain when you skip. Feel fire when you win. Repetition. Rewire your self-talk. Program your mind through repetition. What you repeat, you become. Association. Surround yourself with killers, winners, builders. Delete the people who normalize excuses. Urgency. Stop acting like you've got time. You don't. You're dying every day. Use mortality as motivation. Make every hour cost something. That's how the powerful think. That's how the elite operate. And that's how you rise. 4. Kill the need for approval. The more you need their applause, the less you own your life. You're not here to be liked, you're here to be legendary. Forget fitting in, forget waiting for validation. No one's coming to rescue you. You're the hero of this story, and the villain of your limitations. So burn the people pleaser. Embrace the truth teller. Be bold. Be dangerous. Be so focused on your path that the world either follows you or fears you. 5. Build like it's a war, because it is. You're at war with laziness, with distraction, with doubt, with who you used to be. And you win that war not by hoping,